Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. It has been a very, very, very long time.
I'm here.
We are here.
Again. I'm
rebranded as the Turtle Talk.
I tried to escape.
He tried to escape. His PC tried to kill itself to get away, but it ain't that easy.
I tried to escape to remote Serbian mountains, but he tracked me down.
I found him. It's been a very long time since we've been here together, but I'm glad to be back.
He's renamed it. I forgot about that.
I have.
Because you renamed it, and then we didn't do it for 2 months.
Yeah.
Now I've realized, oh yeah, he did rename it, that narcissistic bastard.
SirWow was like, well, she basically kind of did this thing where she offered to do art for you for like a whole month if you paid for her nitros. I was like, that sounds dope. I'll definitely do that. And she did some of the stuff for the podcast, so the title and the background and the characters are all done by SirWow, so big thanks to her for that. And yeah, I was like, okay, I need to think of a catchy name that isn't just TheTurtleMelon Nevernamed talk about stuff, because it's a little bit of a mouthful. So I named it after me.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. That's catchy. That's catchy.
That's its name in spirit, but I needed something that was kind of eye-grabbing for the thumbnail. Also, I kind of didn't...
eye-grabbing. My eyes are rolling.
I didn't really like the fact that all of my thumbnails were just like enter the Gungeon's title and like other games' titles. I felt like that was a little bit weird for a podcast. I felt like it didn't really come off as a podcast as such. So it now has its own proper title and thumbnail, and I'm happy.
Why couldn't you have SirWow make a Nevernamed and TheTurtleMelon talk about stuff in bold letters? And I hope you could hear the hand gestures I was doing there.
It just covers both of the actual characters of us. It's just like block writing that fills the entire thumbnail.
But regardless of what it's called, you know, Shakespeare arose by any other name.
Indeed.
Arose by any other name would be just as fucking stupid.
But anyways, we are here in some Gungeon, as we normally do, and we are going to be testing out some of the features of the upcoming Once More Into the Breach update from Nevernamed. There is some insanely cool stuff.
I have done a lot.
This guy has been...
Help me.
This update that's coming will officially make Once More Into the Breach kind of bigger than Gungeon itself.
Okay,
almost.
I wouldn't go that far.
Honestly, it's getting near to it though. Like,
I don't have like enemies or flaws.
No, but I mean, in terms of guns and items, like you are very closely encroaching onto the same amount of items that are in the base game. Like,
yeah, I need help.
Like,
do you know if there's a medication for that?
It's insane. And yeah,
okay,
we're gonna be testing some of that out.
Yeah. The stuff that we test out here isn't in a current public version. This is just... Turtle was like, do you have anything for me? And I slid it to him in a secret.
I'm like a guy looking for crack rocks. I'm like, I just need new mods, man. Give me some mods. It's been too long.
Okay, so what do you want to test out first?
Gravity gun.
Because I've told you some of the stuff I've been working on. Yeah, of course.
Anyone that's been in my Discord will have seen some of the different gifs that Nevernamed has sent and videos of his items coming up, and one of them is the Half-Life gravity gun, and it is insanely good. Also, playing Rainbow mode, just so we get extra items. We're also playing hard mode, which is probably a bad idea. Maybe I should turn hard mode off. Should I turn hard mode off?
Do what you feel like.
We'll see. Right. Oh, we got Mum's knife.
Oh yeah, pick that one up as well if you want.
It's literally Mum's knife from Isaac. It's so cool.
I did my best.
It's got 35 ammo, is that it?
Well, if you consider the amount of damage that it deals, yes.
I'm guessing I don't want to be using it for bossing then. Modding,
no,
sorry.
you do.
For bossing I do. I want to use it for bosses.
Basically, the gun, I had to set up a special system. I give yourself the normal gravity gun, by the way. NN gravity gun. Don't give yourself the synergy form because it won't do anything.
Gravity gun. Oh, I can't remember how to use the damn thing.
Gravity_gun.
Cool.
Tab won't work because it has a synergy form.
Yeah. It's got infinite ammo as well. Look at this thing. I pick up flower, I throw a flower. Pick up flower, I throw a flower. Pick up corpse or no corpse?
You can't pick up corpses, but you can pick some enemies up while they're alive.
Look at this. It's literally the gravity gun. It's so cool. It's so cool. Pick up this. Can I pick up a node at the rat?
You can't pick up... There are certain things you can't pick up. But you can pick up pretty much any of the little destructibles around the room.
Yeah, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Yes, the Witch's Knife, I added in... I had to write special code to give it tick damage. I wonder how much health those things have.
Who knows? But
yeah,
yeah,
so
one thing to just interrupt you with first. One thing that I haven't done, that I really should have done before starting this recording, is installed the latest version of Neighborino's mod, because he lowered the health of all of his custom enemies because they were way too high. And yeah, I forgot to install that. Also, I think the Blobulon still has a champion form, which kind of breaks hard mode, and I kind of need to install the other version. It's fine for now. It's fine for now. Globe. I want the globe.
But yeah, that's sort of what I've been working on.
Yeah,
the Butcher's Knife is unique. The Butcher's Knife is unique in that it is the only thing that deals tick damage, because I had to set that up. So every frame... You can pick up Blobuloids, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe not the champion
I'm ready for that.
But...
Stunned him. Got him.
Oh wait, does hard mode increase the base health of enemies?
Yes, it does.
Then maybe that's why you couldn't pick them up.
Boom.
Maybe you might want to go off hard mode to make the gravity gun a bit more viable.
let's return to Breach and just do that. Just to...
Yeah.
I will, by the way, I will give myself the Butcher's Knife back just to try it out on a boss, because I want to see how much I demolishes a boss.
So every frame that the blade is inside an enemy, it deals damage.
Exactly like it works in Isaac, yeah.
A tiny amount of damage, but it stacks up fast.
Do you know what I could just do? Switch over switch over to another save slot. Because then it keeps all my settings for that save slot, and I won't forget next time I start a run.
Does hard mode remember the save slot?
No, but like turbo mode does, and rainbow mode and stuff.
Yeah, true. You're not going to turn rainbow mode back on anyways.
I am, but whatever. It also means that I don't unlock things accidentally on that one. Whatever, it's fine. Camera, can you hurry up? Come on.
Camera forgot. Camera doesn't want to work. Honestly, that camera's how I feel. I empathize.
Right. Slow things down.
But yes, the reason why he couldn't pick up the Blobuloids when you normally can is because you can pick up enemies with a max health of less than 15. Or less than or equal to 15.
Yeah.
So, normally Blobuloids are in that range, but hard mode buffs the max HP, so they were exited the range.
Yeah. Just over. They went just over it. I've noticed that all the statues have disappeared in the Breach, which I'm assuming means that hard mode's just deactivated, like, properly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure. Mods don't like to do sensible stuff.
We've seen all of these. Give me my things back. Wait, can I just go up and use my other command?
No, I think you're thinking of Isaac.
Damn.
I've realized I forgot to disable the thing that stopped that prints everything to console.
Oh shit!
So the name of anything you pick up, the name of anything you pick up gets printed. That was just a debugging thing I'm using to test some stuff out, because there's some stuff that I need to exclude from being able to be picked up because it bugs stuff.
Yeah.
Like minecart turrets.
Yeah.
So
the game feels like it's playing in slow motion right now. I don't know what's going on, but like opening menus and stuff is really slow.
Try...
That's not normally that slow, is it?
No, that looks really weird. Try pausing and unpausing.
Wait, is it just because I'm not on turbo mode? Is this how slow the game normally is? It's been so long. I don't know. This feels slower. Is dodge rolling normally this? I'm so confused. I genuinely
I don't know.
can't tell. No, this something's going wrong here, right?
Help. I don't think this is anything I did.
No, I don't think it is either. We've been playing for 2 seconds and we already broke it.
Also, hard mode isn't turned off, so...
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I can't press start. I can't open the main menu. Like, I broke it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Cut. Fuck, shit. Oh, God.
Fuck.
What have we done?
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Help. What have we done?
I can't escape. Gungeon Y. Gungeon Y. Cut. Okay, we are back. That was crazy. I don't know what happened, but we really did break the game pretty bad. It seemed that...
Yeah, is it working now?
Yeah, it's working now. It's working now. But it seemed as if I somehow deactivated turbo mode more than once and went into the negative amount of time scale, which is just bizarre.
Okay, you wouldn't have gone into the negative time scale, but you would have decreased it. You would have gone into a decimal lower than 1.
Yeah, it was a bit strange.
But not lower than 0.
But
because I don't think negative time scale works, because you can't reverse time.
Yeah, but we're back. Also, niche little interaction. Holding tables lets you still block bullets, which is really cool. So we've turned hard mode off for the time being, just to make the gravity gun function a little more how it should. Also, as well, things like these, they block bullets, look. Not while you're holding them. When you fire them, they do.
Not while you're holding them.
When you fire them, they do, look.
Yeah.
But they got like a certain level of health. There's some really cool interactions with this. Really cool interactions.
I did what I could to make it work as well as I could.
My God.
Yeah, the hit...
Birds not being insanely overpowered. It's strange. God damn. The birds are like, I can pick up the individual pieces off of this table. The birds, oh my God, are so insane on hard mode.
Also, you can actually pick up and launch the water barrel.
That's what I was just thinking of doing. Boom. That's so cool. I love that.
So much easier. So much nicer.
I love that.
Yeah, so I did what I could to add those little interactions that make it feel a lot better to use. Explosive enemies like the Nitra and the Pinhead, you can pick them up, but they're just a little bit difficult to pick up since they like to explode.
They like to explode if you get anywhere near them.
Yeah, so you need to get into range. So you did it there.
Yeah. You just got to run up to him and immediately grab and throw straight away.
Yeah, so different stuff does different damage.
I wanted you. He dived into the field of me picking it up and I just threw it straight back at him. Go away, you.
Yeah, so little stuff that you're throwing now does 15 damage. Big tables and stuff do 30 damage.
That's pretty cool. I'm liking this a lot. This is a super, super interesting little item we got here. Bush. Pick up the bush.
So how does it feel to use on controller?
Fine. It feels perfectly great. Bowler's mine now. I did not expect that to happen. Did you?
I knew it happened because I've tested it before, but okay, that just happens. I didn't do that. That just happens. So chests do 60 damage, explode always, and pay out with like a proper chest drop.
Bye, Bowler. I didn't want Bowler anymore.
Yeah, but chests explode and pay out with a proper like
like a junk or a key or
yeah. And the explosion they do can open secret rooms. That's
pretty dope. But I just had to throw Bowler into the wall because of how big of a cook he is.
You can pick up Bulletkin.
Give me you! This is so fun.
Bulletkin have exactly 15 HP, meaning they're exactly
on the level.
Within the range.
And that level scales, doesn't it? The amount of HP goes up, so you can always pick them up on every floor, even if their HP goes up.
It scales with the floor's damage scaling level.
Nice.
So like the number that's used to like scale the enemy health also scales the range that the gravity gun can pick up.
Nice.
So you'll always be able to pick up a bullet kit on any floor.
I had to test to see if I could kill something in the next room with a bullet kit from a previous room. Oh, I got cheese! Throw the cheese! I've got some cheese. Insta-killed that guy.
Yeah, because it's doing 15 damage.
I have this table with me. Bowley on mine again. I love this. Take Bowler for a walk. Woo! He's getting dizzy.
You spin me right around,
boom.
Baby, right around. Also, you should be able to pick up the arrowkin as well.
Nice. But gotcha. I love this gun. This is
I'm
awesome.
really glad you're enjoying it.
And the,
Like,
the
last time
sound
we did one of
effects are
these-
so good as well. What was you gonna say?
Oh, sorry, yeah, the last time we did one of these where you, like, showed off guns, you were kind of slightly disappointed with some of them, and I was like, damn, I need to do better next time.
you
and now you're
stepped
just...
up your game.
Yeah, and now you're just fawning over this one gun.
Well, I've been, like, ever since you showed me, like, a preview of this, when you told me about the idea...
Picking stuff up counts as shooting in the shot.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, there isn't much I can do to fix that, since it's hard-coded to check if, like... It's hard-coded to check for that, so I couldn't change that. But
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, oh, you should be able to steal from the shop with this thing. That'd be dope. I know it's already overpowered, but still. Yeah, ever
Someone
since you
suggested that, but like I don't even know where to begin with something like that.
When you first told me about this, I was like, oh, that's cool. This will be an interesting item. And I wasn't really thinking it'd be anything super... I thought it'd just be kind of like, meh. It's just a fun item. It's nothing more. But then you showed me it the first time. I was like, oh my god, this is way more advanced and proper than I thought it was going to be. And it's exceeded expectations.
Oh no. Rest in peace.
Oh my god. Saws. That is awesome.
Can you tell why it doesn't have 100 ammo?
Yep. Right.
Yeah, originally you could actually pick up those pedestals.
Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that.
I had to add an exception because it was just like, there was too much that could go wrong and there was no real reason to do it.
Do you know what? Wait a minute. We've got to do an experiment.
Oh dear, what are you going to do? What are you going to break now?
I'm going to try some... Well, I'm going to try something. There's a possibility I won't be able to do it because I might have already thrown every table that exists. What happens if I do... Can I just like... Oh.
No, for some reason those braziers aren't considered a minor, major, breakable, or AI. Of course, they're not considered an AI actor, but they're not minor or major. There's some weird thing.
I kind of thought they were because like they don't trigger table techs, and but yet the coffins and stuff do, and there's a few other things that aren't tables that trigger table tech. Oh what? I opened the map and it dropped the table. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. That's fine. It's just me not knowing.
What were you trying to do?
I just wanted to take it to the next floor with me. I'm gonna take this globe instead.
Oh.
Because Nevernamed hasn't tested this yet, and I'm hanging hoping it breaks the game.
If we have to restart this game again, you know, that's on you.
Yeah, boy. Hey, tables. Where the fuck am I going?
I don't know. You're taking the scenic route.
I've completely lost where the exit is.
You're taking the scenic route, you know, just
Where
taking
is
a
it?
leisurely stroll through the chambers.
Oh, what the hell?
You can still see the map, you know.
It's here. I found it.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to question it. You know what you're doing. You definitely know what you're doing.
I do.
Just don't let go of the fire button.
That's... it just broke. It just broke as soon as I got in.
I guess there must be some sort of...
There's something that stops. It's just something that stops you firing. I think that's all it is. As soon as you get in the elevator, it stops you firing your gun.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That seemed to be what it was. Down.
Done. Oh well. Oh, that was a waste.
I just had to.
Yeah, like I said, pinheads are exceedingly difficult to pick up. I found them to actually be more difficult to collect than Nitra.
Yeah, Nitra are a lot easier, yeah.
Nitra have a little bit of more of a delay between like wanting to attack you and actually attacking you.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas pinheads just go
like,
fucking balls to the wall.
I tried to grab him, but I couldn't.
You were holding a barrel.
Let's see if I can grab a BD. Damn it.
BDs have more than 15 health, sadly.
I want the book. Yeah. Oh.
Books also have more than 15 health.
I'm realizing that a lot more things than I thought have more than 15 health. Ow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of enemies that do have 15 health or less, but there's a lot that don't.
Yeah.
Also, I had to specifically try and make those explosive barrels work.
Yeah, they work pretty well. They work pretty damn well.
I had to use reflection. Ugh.
Ugh. God damn.
Yeah, pretend you know what that means.
Yeah, I will. Has this game always been this easy? Hard mode has conditioned me in a way. It's been literally months since I've played Vanilla Gungeon. This is just bizarre.
Also, if you want, you could give yourself the Dark Marker to initiate the negative matter synergy with the gravity gun.
Ooh. Yeah. Means I can pick up bigger things.
Yeah, so the negative matter synergy gives you electricity immunity. It raises the health threshold to 20 rather than 15, and it gives you more damage and faster bullets.
I'm gonna say, it seems great.
Yeah, it's just a straight upgrade to the gun.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Nothing crazy, just back in my day, synergies were just straight upgrades. You didn't need all that fancy garbage.
Tell you what though, as a straight upgrade, I'm sad that it's missing a range increase on grabbing things. It would be very, very nice to have a range upgrade, because it's... That would be very cool.
That's right. It's like, okay. So the way it works is it picks, like, a single point at a certain distance from the gun's barrel.
Yeah.
And then picks the closest object to that point. So I could... like increase the range at which that point is considered valid, but that might lead to you grabbing objects you don't expect.
True. There's definitely some concern with it.
I could actually do that, but there could be unforeseen consequences.
Stop destroying my tables with your bullets, you shit! Let me throw things at you, you blue fuck.
Yeah, and that's the sort of the one downside of the gravity gun, is that typically bosses destroy a lot of the things you could throw at them before you can throw them. And I honestly, I kind of feel as though that's decent enough balance, you know?
Yeah, I think so too. Having the ability to just pick up Bowler and take him with me is great. I love it.
Yeah, that alone makes the gun worth it. If it didn't do any damage, you'd still be doing that.
Yeet, Bowler, fuck you! Get yeeted into the stratosphere, you big chest-stealing bitch.
Oh, also, if you're interested, you could show off the volley modification that I put so much work into.
The what?
Scattershot.
Oh, yeah. Dude, come here. Get in the pit. Oh, I wanted to be able to drop him.
I actually originally enemies that would... enemies that you picked up would still fall into pits when held or thrown.
If you held them over it, yeah.
Yeah, but I removed that because, it would mean that you couldn't throw enemies across pits.
Yeah, I think it's better to be able to throw them across.
So what do you think?
I think it's pretty cool, although throwing tables seems to be incredibly janky.
Yeah, tables have a weird hitbox.
Yeah.
I did my best.
It's fine, yeah. It's kind of expected. It works better than expected on most things, to be honest.
Yeah, there's still some bugs that need fixing, but overall I'm quite proud of it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
I probably need to figure out some sort of offset system.
Fowler times 3!
Oh, yeah, 3
Oh,
chest
my
destruction payouts because you duplicated the chest with Scattershot.
Pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Intentional game design. Intentional.
Dodge roll, hire this man.
Oh yeah, launching enemies also duplicates that enemy. So, don't launch Blobulons.
Whoop, boom. Oh yeah. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
you create more of a problem for yourself.
I realized that would be how it works, and I'm like, you know, actually, I don't really care enough to fix that.
I'm gonna say that's fine.
Like that.
Give me this barrel. Oh, it's this room. Ow! Stop pushing me. Oh, this
also,
guy's
when you
jammed.
pick up when you pick up cursed pots, they lose their ability to curse you. So,
Oh, okay, that's good.
if you just get in close and grab it, you can launch it like anything else.
Yeah.
So, something you might have seen
Ow. Yeah.
is that enemies you're launching, that when they get duplicated, they still drop money.
Oh, so you can get a lot of money by launching a lot of enemies.
Yeah. Again, intentional game design.
Why can't I pick up this hooty motherfucker? I want him.
Because he's not a major or AI actor.
Why not?
Because of how the game is coded.
Tell him to be different.
Be different, you old fuck. You old furry fuck. But yes,
Dressed as an owl, must be a fairy.
Enemies that get duplicated by the gun copy the assigned money to drop of their sort of parent enemy. Meaning that if a bulletkin is gonna drop like 3 casings, anything duplicated from it will also drop 3 casings.
That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Right.
Because, like, at the end of the day, I may as well go the extra mile. You know?
I like it. I like it. I think it's a good
idea. The player
idea.
isn't going... The player... At the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's going to be like, oh, wow, that actually worked. Not like... It's not going to be like, oh... You know, that works, damn, my gameplay experience, I got so much money.
Exactly, you'd rather someone be pleasantly surprised that something works than disappointed that something doesn't.
Yeah, you know?
I think the key to any item design or any synergy or anything like that is having it work in more ways than you'd ever expect it to. Obviously, that increases the effort tenfold on making it, but it always vastly improves the user experience.
I'm glad you think so. But yeah, the gravity gun is something I have put a lot of time and effort into, and I can't wait to see you throw a custom enemy and watch it fucking break.
I'm trying to throw him now, but he's too far away. I think he has too much health anyways, because I've not got the patched version. So I'm just going to kill him.
Oh, also, enemies when thrown do damage equal to their max HP, right?
Okay.
So, if you throw a bulletkin on the first floor, it'll do 15 damage, which means that a thrown enemy always does exactly enough damage to kill another enemy of its type.
Yeah. That's pretty good, that. The perfect counter to themselves is themselves.
And it also means that the damage any given enemy does scales with the floor, because their health scales with the floor. However, those buffer guys, they don't know that an enemy is being held by you. So let's say you have a bulletkin that has 15 health, and you pick it up.
It gets buffed,
and you pick it up
and you can throw it and deal more damage.
Not buffed. Yeah, well, if you pick it up while it's not buffed, you get to pick it up. And then the buffer dude will buff it, increase its max HP,
That's pretty cool.
And make it deal double damage. And it's such a niche interaction, but it just works.
Yeah,
I didn't have to code anything special for that to happen. It just, in the words of a great man, it just
works. I really like that. That's a very niche but cool interaction. Yeah, I agree. I like that a lot. Right, come here, Snecker.
I actually had to...
I forgot I had scatter shot for this thing.
I actually had to fix a bug. By the way, those little turrets are included in the list of enemies that you can throw no matter what their HP is.
Yes. Yes.
And you know how they actually have a fuck ton of health?
Yeah.
That's a really good thing in this situation.
Well, in this situation they don't, because Cell's mod drastically reduces their HP.
True, but like in a general situation, those things have way too much fucking health. But with the gravity gun, that means they deal way too much fucking damage.
Love it. Do they break DPS cap? That'd be awesome. If they did.
I don't know, but I know that they really do a lot.
They do a real number on him, yeah.
Yeah, they are a really nice added bonus.
Ooh, Roshan Throw, maybe? Yes! Elemental throws!
Yeah, the only problem is you can't really...
Can't reload it, so I can't switch element.
You can press reload.
Yeah, I can press reload and it works, yeah.
Yeah, because I added a little sort of like bug fix. Not bug fix, but like a sort of catch-all into the gun. If you're holding something and you press reload, that thing gets destroyed.
Oh, okay.
So like if you somehow manage
with something
to...
in your hand, yeah.
Yeah, if you catch something that for some reason won't let you let go of it, which is a bug I encountered a couple times, and I think I fixed all instances of it, right?
Yeah.
I think I fixed all instances of it, but in the off chance that I haven't, you can press reload while holding something to destroy it.
Roshan Throw exists. I love it.
Yeah, I made it so that objects that you throw
can be elemental,
get post-processed. So most things that affect bullets from any normal gun will affect the gravity gun.
Yay. I like that. Please say a rat survived in this room. I want to yeet one. There you go. Yes! Ha ha ha! Yeet!
Fire rats.
Fire rats. Ah! Goddamn. Goddamn hard mode has trapped me well.
You know what we need? A rat enemy. Don't pick up that turret, please. It will probably crash the game.
Yeah.
Turtle, don't. Turtle? Fuck off.
It didn't break the game.
No, but it hasn't yet, but seriously, that can cause some really bad issues now.
Yes.
Oh dear. Fingers crossed that it's not.
I've grabbed something that's in a minecart. Woo!
Yeah, that's another bug I know. It's a known bug. I don't. Okay, you're making me look bad.
God, Nevernamed, I can't believe you're so bad at programming. God.
Okay, so you can pick up those little stone stuff things on the floor.
Yeah.
By the way, that makes the gun really strong in the mines because there's just
they're just
fucking much of them.
Yeah. Oh my god, it does.
But yes, enemies in minecarts can be picked up, but the minecart just sort of fucks them around. And I need to figure out how to fix that, because like it's handled by the minecart behavior, which I need to figure out how to fix.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so currently, the minecart behavior, it's like an AI behavior, like attacking or walking around or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I need to sort of figure out, like, how do I get a reference to the minecart that the enemy is currently in?
Yeah.
To see if there is one at all. And if there is one at all, don't allow them to be picked up.
That's a really easy way to find out which one of the which one of them guys is the real one, because the other two have lower HP.
Yeah, fair. Oh yeah, there's also a bug with those stalagmites. They don't deal any damage.
Yay!
I need to look into that. Hey, dude, please. I'm doing my best here.
This podcast, me testing your items is specifically for this reason: finding edge cases.
Also, you can pick up those minelets.
Oh yes, I can.
They have 15 health, so you can pick them up. Yes, sadly you can't take enemies from one room into another.
Yeah, I didn't think, because obviously they need to die for the room to end. Yes! Look at them. My children. My army. Come to me, my pretties. Oh my god. Also, imagine debts not being the most destructive power in the universe, like they are in hard mode.
By the way, Debts are also on the list of enemies you can pick up no matter what their health is.
Awesome.
So Debts usually have more than 15 HP, but I was like, look at them. They just look so chuckable.
They do. They do look extremely throwable.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll add them. And so, hell, even on hard mode, you'd be able to insta-yeet them.
Yes. That's very nice.
Yes, so I know these guns must seem extremely overpowered, because they are, but in my defense, they are both S tier.
Yes. One thing I've realized about how you really make this gravity gun insanely OP is just rapid tap the fire button, because it just instantly grabs and throws everything. It's great. Like, anything that's weak enough is just, like, getting yeeted everywhere. It's great. I love it. Any other items you want to pick up and show off during this run?
Oh, he's tiny!
What?
Yeah. Oh, there's a tiny enemy.
Baby boy.
There's a itty-bitty enemy. Okay, yeah, we could go down the list.
Just any other that are really notable that you really want to show off.
There are a few. There's actually a lot of guns here that I'm really proud of and want to show off. Would you like to test out Missing Gno?
Oh, Missing Gno, yes.
It's Missing Gno. Thank you very much. Ganota Ganelf. Ganota Ganoblin.
Yes.
Was that even a fucking sentence?
No, it was not.
Ganota Ganelf, Ganota Ganefli, Ganota Ganefli.
Right, remind me and the people what the hell this thing does.
This thing has completely randomized stats. So, you know, the RGG from Cells mod.
Yeah.
I blatantly ripped that off, made it a Pokemon reference, and took it to the logical extreme of making not only the gun stats random, but the projectile stats and what it fires random.
And it changes every floor, doesn't it?
Yes, it changes every floor, like Missing No from Isaac.
Yes, the double reference.
So, this thing is firing crossbow bolts.
That explode on reload.
Oh, a sticky crossbow.
Yep. It's great. I love it.
Nice. So the gun looks like it's selected sticky crossbow, because there's a bunch of... Most base game guns are included. Some are excluded because they just wouldn't work.
I can imagine there's a few that don't, yeah.
Most guns in the base game can be selected as a projectile source for Missing Gno.
This is pretty dope.
Yeah, I need to tweak the gun so it favors better fire rates, because currently it tends to be a bit on the slow side. But, like, that huge clip you got, it was completely luck. It could have been anywhere from, like, that to 2 bullets on a clip.
My god.
Yeah, so I basically took the RGG and went, "You think that's random?"
Wait till you take a look at this.
That's like the zinger line out of a bad sitcom. You think that's random?
Random 2 electric boogaloo.
Yeah. If random guns are so good, then why is there not a sequel?
Oh. I need to remember that I've got scatter shot as well. That's another thing that's building onto this. Yeah, I can see what you mean by slow fire it.
Yeah,
it's a little bit painful. I'm gonna drop scatter shot as well. It's kind of making this gun really hard to use.
I wonder what bullet that is. I literally can't tell.
Laser Lotus.
Oh, Laser Lotus. Yeah. It looks like you rolled a slightly less than ideal accuracy.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's terrible. I just cannot hit anything. Right, any others? Because this Missing No is not going to be used for the entire floor, so any others?
If you would like, you can drop the gun and give yourself another copy to get a new randomized version.
Okay.
Yeah, so every copy of the Missing Gno is different. So if you give it to yourself again, it'll re-randomize its stats, basically. So now you have a different one.
Alrighty then. That's kind of insane.
That was
a 5-round burst shotgun.
That was the pause of a man who's in love.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that thing. Holy fuck.
Yeah, so it's clearly selected the shell and has selected a burst-style fire rate.
This is absurd. I love it. We're just gonna
I know, the whole gun...
We're just gonna give ourselves a bunch of these and try and find the most broken combination we can.
The whole gun is fucking broken as shit.
I love broken things.
Okay, I have the sort of rule of like... It's common in game design, be it tabletop or video game or whatever, the rule of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
If something is allowed to be overpowered if it is overpowered in a really fucking cool way.
Well, this gun is essentially duct tape the gun. Like, it really is.
I think duct tape will work on this.
Oh my god.
So, like, if you find a duct tape version, if you find a version of the gun you want...
You can keep it for the future flaws, yeah.
Yeah, you can duct tape it, and if you don't make the gun the base, then
that one's poo.
Poopy.
It's poopy. I don't like it.
I hate... Oh no, he's becoming more British! We need to go back, we've gone too far.
Oh my god, fire rate. What's fire rate?
Yeah, I like I said,
this is the highest fire rate it goes. It's like 1 bullet a second.
I'm sorry. God. Okay, yeah, okay. Hey, you're making me realize, yeah, I do need to fix that. But yeah, often when I'm just like mucking around, I wind up with rooms full of just copies of Missing Gungeon.
The fuck is it this firing?
It looks like tiny green fireballs from the Flame Hand synergy.
It's pathetically low damage. That's the good thing about the gun, though. It's not always overpowered. Sometimes it's a bit of a wash, and that's why it's good that it changes every floor. Because it also means if you get something insanely overpowered, you only get it for 1 floor.
Yeah, so the gun is like... The gun is so... I had to put it at like a mid-tier, so the gun is currently B-tier. I'm considering lowering it to C-tier.
That's good.
B-tier because it randomly will fluctuate between fucking S++ and F-tier.
Yeah. So sometimes you just get something that's incredibly dull, like just the grenade launcher.
But with a higher fire rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to add shotgun support as well so that it can fire multiple bullets.
That would be so good, yeah. That's a good one. Seems to be somewhat 5-round burst and insane. Bit laggy, but hey-ho. I've only fired once here, by the way. I only fired once then.
Yeah, when it selects burst, it will also select a random burst cooldown and random amount of shots in the burst. So you could get a two burst thing, or you could get like 10 bursts.
The lag is just obscene. Oh look, a new enemy. Where's it gone? Who knows?
Bye bye. Oh look, a new enemy. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Yeah. By the way, shout out to Nevernamed for all the new enemies. They're very cool.
So, what do you think of Missing Gungeon?
I love it. It's dope.
Okay, if you want to try some of the forms I'm working on for the Mimic Gun, actually for this floor specifically. Oh, nice. Fight Saber.
Yeah.
Looks like you might have rolled slightly lower damage, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Bigger bullets, but lower damage. Well, that's pretty.
It is. Right, what?
Okay, so the Mimic Gun forms for this floor are the Pillar Rocket, Head of the Order, and Mini Monger. If you want to test those out.
Oh, the Pillar Rocket has, like, the best sprite I've ever seen. It's so good. Like, the reload animation alone is dope. So good. It is like... Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is bearing...
Is it firing anything?
Yeah, it's firing bullets.
But it's meant to... Okay, do they have a sprite? Because it doesn't look like they have one.
Yeah, it was firing like tiny little pellets.
Huh, well, do you have an item that decreases bullet size or something?
No.
Huh.
Oh, wait, it's randomizing? Now it's firing shotgun shots? Does it normally do that?
Oh, yeah. It can randomly pick to fire Magnum fire it with Magnum damage, AK fire it with AK damage.
And
or
I can
it can pick
control
to
it
fire...
too? I didn't realize I could control it.
The bullets are RC. I'm not sure why they're not showing up with sprites here. Maybe it could be a problem with...
Wait, is the rocket meant to have a sprite, or the bullets?
The rocket.
Oh yeah, the rocket doesn't seem to have a sprite, no.
Okay, yeah, the rocket's meant to have a sprite, so that's a bug. Maybe it's something to do with Rochambeau?
Possibly. I'll drop it in a second, try it out. The fact that the rocket never expires is obscenely overpowered.
Yes, this is another S tier.
Everyone's gonna think, God damn, this guy only makes the most overpowered items. Nope, the rocket's just not there.
Okay, yeah, that's a bug. I'll need to look into that, because that
cool.
shouldn't be happening the way it's happening.
What was the next one on the list?
It was head of the order. But yes, the kill pillars visually can hold, like, pistols, the AK, they can hold shotguns. So I decided that the pillar rockets can either choose to fire Magnum damage with Magnum fire rate, AK damage with AK fire rate, or fire regular shotgun damage and burst with regular shotgun fire rate.
Well, does this give me flight? It does.
Yeah, it gives you flight well held.
Nice. And this is pretty dope. I like it.
Yeah, it's just a
very good pistol.
Head.
Yeah. Just a very, very good pistol.
And it has very strong homing.
Oh yeah, it does. And a very cool sound effect too. I like the sound effect a lot.
The sound effect is just directly taken from the High Priest when he does that attack.
Yeah. I thought it was. But yeah, I think you've definitely upped your game with the visuals and sound effects of guns with this update.
And the final one is the Mini-Monger.
Give... Mini.
So these are all meant to be mimic gun forms for hollow bosses.
Yeah, so essentially, for those of you that don't know, Nevernamed is essentially making a mimic gun that... Is it when you kill things, or is it just when you attack things it turns into them?
It's with normal enemies, it's when you kill them. With bosses, it's when you attack them.
Yeah, and it will change form depending on what you've previously killed or what you are currently fighting in terms of bosses. So when you're fighting the Warmonger, you'll get this version. And it'll do this.
And these versions will also be obtainable as their own standalone guns.
Yeah, so...
Just because I'm not putting in all that effort for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's a good idea. Like, you've got all this crazy guns, and he's done a lot of these, by the way. A lot, for, like, many of the enemies in the game already. And, yeah, they're obtainable as part of their own... They are their own gun as well as being part of this gun. So, kind of think of it as the chamber gun, but much, much, much better.
Ah, shucks, you flatter me.
I mean, it's definitely a lot more effort. Look at this thing. I love the noises as well. Just belching. What sound effect's that from?
It's the Warmonger's belch sound effect.
Oh, is
actually.
it? Okay.
Yeah. A lot of these boss guns, I try to take sound effects from the boss they mimic.
God damn, the sprites and animations are so cool. They're really good. I really like this.
I'm glad you like them.
I really like this dude's little belching animation. It's really cool.
His
It's
little,
really
cheeks
cool.
puff up.
Yeah. And he's trying to, like, wiggle away. Whatever boss we get, we'll use the boss-appropriate gun and see how it does.
Nice, yeah, good idea.
Right, first of all, I'm going to heal up because I don't want to die to anything.
Nah, no, I feel like that's a pretty common human goal.
Right, we got the High Priestess. Haha, I have your gun now, fella.
Yeah, so you can get pretty far away, actually, because the homing will just hand hitting the thing.
Got him.
Maybe I should give the gun the ability to pierce enemy bullets, because that'd be good for this fight.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. Make sure that they are very advantageous at fighting whatever boss it is.
Yeah, because I sort of just tried to mimic the patterns, but I do want to add, like, at least to a bit of an extent, you know? Not going to go crazy, but a bit of, like, strategy to it, you know?
Yeah. You actually want to be using the mimic gun for the enemies that are appropriate for it. Holy fuck. It's absurd how easy base Gungeon is now. Like, I do realize I have been hit on this fight, so I'm not going to say that I'm...
yeah, he is kicking your ass. But,
yeah, but...
He's doing it softly.
But what I mean is, like, even while dealing with all the lag at the minute, which is, at the minute, kind of obscene, I really, really wish there was a way to stop the lag. There, I just got hit by the lag again. The amount of lag at the minute from mods is just obscene, and I need to try and sort that out and figure out what's going on. But it's just, yeah, base Gungeon, it's just crazy how different it is. Down we go.
So, would you like another
I
suggestion?
I would like another.
Would you like the Anaconda gun?
Oh, I've seen that. Yes, I do want that.
Gunneonate.
What?
Gunneonate.
What is that name?
Because the name for a baby snake is a neonate.
Oh, I never knew that. Why not just call it Gunsnake Mess?
Because stinky. It is going to have a synergy called Gunsnake Good, though.
How the hell am I spelling this?
It looks like it's at the bottom.
Nope, that's Gundertail.
Oh, sorry. Gun EO GUNEONATE.
Got it. Ayo.
So this is going to be the mimic gun form for the Anaconda.
Yeah, look at this thing. It's very hard to use in tight spaces. But it's very, very strong. I love his little eyes when he reloads.
I was wondering, should I do a reload animation? I'm like, how do you reload a snake?
You just squeeze it.
Yeah, you just sort of
how appropriate is this?
Oh my goodness.
Look at the fucking room.
Yes, I love thematicism. I love thematicism in Turtles. Okay, calm down, buddy. Calm down. You sound like you're fucking choking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the gun, it's crippled by tight spaces, but...
That's a good thing,
considering
the fight itself isn't cramped, like, the Gunsnake fight isn't cramped, that's perfect design, that's fine.
But... I didn't even do this intentionally, but it has piercing by default, and so many different bullets. It's actually really good. I didn't even try to make that gun strategic for the Anaconda, and it wound up being actually a really good Anaconda killer. Oh, because of course there's another wave with 6 million enemies.
Well, there's not that many. If I wasn't using this gun, this room would not take that long.
There's not that many. He walks up to see fucking 4 of them.
This room is really not that hard if I wasn't using a gun that was really difficult to use in tight spaces. I'm only having trouble because I can't hit anything.
That sounds like
all the enemies in here have very low HP. On hard mode, this room is a fucking nightmare, but hey her.
I mean, what isn't?
My god, we're seeing a lot of my rooms right now.
Yeah, that's the problem.
To be fair, they're really... I made their rarity, like, extremely rare. You should see, like, 1 a run at the rarity I put them
but
at.
again, the Forge has a lesser room table than other floors, like...
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to write some special... Okay, so if you might notice, you only have to tap once to fire that whole line of bullets.
Yeah.
And that's not a base Gungeon thing. I had to, like, jerry-rig that together, and it works so nice.
It does, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like, I am super proud of that, because you can make guns burst fire, right?
Yeah.
But if you burst fire, you can still, like, move while firing, and it does more ammo, and it plays the firing sound effect a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just messy.
It just
basically,
didn't work
something
for
like
this, yeah.
And so I actually created this for the mini manga. Because you can't
the way that works, yeah.
Yeah, you can't combine burst fire and charge fire guns.
You can't do a burst charge, which that literally is.
Yeah, so I had to do something myself. So what I did was I took code from Shadow Bullets, actually.
Oh, yeah, because that fires follow-up bullets and just gave it like a 100% chance.
I had to completely rebuild it from the ground up and then improve Dodge Roll's code because it was laggy as shit. But essentially, yeah. To the point, I'm actually, like, concerned that I'm saying, like, I improved Dodge Roll's code because it's like, what? Holy shit, what the fuck? Was it that bad?
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
Was it bad enough that I could improve it?
If they wrote the code before supply drop, then yes, it was probably terrible. From what I've heard, any code from before that time is essentially just trash. It works by pure chance.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so I tried to just take like what they did for like Shadow Bullets and multiply that, but problem was it became really laggy with anything more than like 3 copies. And of course I wanted more than 3 copies, so I had to take it and optimize it.
Course.
But I'm really proud of how it works, and I've made a few guns with the concept now.
I think it's very good. I like it a lot.
For example, I've also done a little bit with base gun stuff. For example, I gave the pea shooter a synergy where it fires 2 peas at once using that same method.
Nice. 2 peas in a pod.
It's a reference to the repeater from Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh. Is the synergy called 2 peas in a pod?
The synergy is called repeater.
Oh. It's more fitting for the synergy, but 2 peas in a pod just... Come on now.
No, I don't really want to... no thanks. So... Yeah, that's some of the behind the scenes of how the gun works. It actually just fires 1 projectile, but that projectile is programmed to do a chain behind it.
Yeah, always programmed to be followed by shots.
And because of the way it works, it actually does function with Shadow Bullets, so you can stack them.
Right, something I just want to test out.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I thought. I was checking if it just gave the 1 bullet, and it does. So this kind of proves what Nevernamed is talking about, that it's 1 bullet followed by Shadow Bullets, because Shadow Bullets can't be triggered as orbital bullets.
Yeah, that's because for some reason, the cloning process doesn't copy across the motion module.
That's pretty interesting,
which I know is gibberish, but basically orbital bullets are handled by a motion module sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which makes them do that. And for some reason, cloned projectiles don't get a copy of the motion module. Yeah, gravity gun...
oh my god.
Gravity gun doesn't work with orbital bullets.
I found the worst missing no ever. This is the fire rate, and this is the range.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it's only got 52 bullets. This thing, by the way, one thing I need to ask, does it have anything in the code that tells it if it's really low fire rate, it has to be higher damage? I'm guessing it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Currently, it's
completely true random, okay. Because I just want to see how just terrible this thing is. 1, 2... I know this guy's a champion, but I can't fucking hit him. 3.
You know, I could...
4, 5.
I could actually add that
6.
if I wanted to, or like add it as a synergy to the gun.
That'd be nice. 7.
Like make it
8.
so that like lower fire rate also is a damage multiplier or something.
Yeah, well, it stops guns being completely pointless like that.
But like that's funny.
It is kind of funny. You're right. It is kind of funny.
But yes, sadly, for some reason, the gravity gun things you throw do not orbit because of motion module problems.
Right. So, one thing I'm noticing is this thing's great with orbital bullets.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right, if we get in this room here, and we hit a wall with this bad boy, I get a rocket going around me, and I want to test, does this rocket shoot things?
It should do.
Do you know what I'd love to see? Someone fix orbital bullets when going through corridors. Why do the bullets blow up in corridors? Like going between rooms.
I know why.
It's such BS.
I know why. It's because they're colliding with the door object.
Yeah, that needs to be... If anyone could fix that, that would be awesome. Because it makes orbital bullets feel so much worse than they are.
You currently have a halo of death right now.
Yeah, this is great. I love this.
I didn't consider orbital bullets when making this, but, you know... It's things you don't consider that are the best energies.
This is the exact reason I tried it, because I had a feeling it wouldn't have been something you tested, so I wanted to see how it interacted.
Yeah, I did test orbital bullets with the gravity gun, but sadly, all it does with the gravity gun is give bouncy.
Yeah.
For some reason, thrown objects do not like being given a motion module.
Oh, no.
And sadly, Mum's knife will never trigger orbital bullets because it never collides with a wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it never actually. Yeah, it can't. This thing does a lot less damage to the dragon than I was expecting it to, considering how long it hovers on his body. I know it's still just wrecking him, but I was kind of expecting one knife to kill him, considering how long it hovers over his body. But then again, his hitbox is only his lower chest here, isn't it? It's not his full head.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd be better doing it like across, like that.
Yeah, and remember, like I said, it is only low damage, so it does what it can.
Yeah.
And it's still fucking overpowered.
Oh my god, yeah, it is. You're right. Insta-killed the heart. Quite easily. Quite easily, indeed.
It's not even like one cycle, that's a 0.25 cycle.
Yeah, that was just awesome. Right. I think, unless there's any other big items we want to test in Bullet Hell, we can go on to the next game, so we're approaching an hour. Or maybe even just over an hour.
Well, there's still so much to test.
But there's there is so much to test, but you got to remember, we've got multiple podcasts to go over all this. We don't have to get it all through it all in just this one.
Fair.
So many more to go.
We can go on to some Isaac.
Yes, we're going to play some Isaac and play as Bertrand, the new character that's pretty awesome that I haven't tested yet. So it's going to be a first impression for me. Nevernamed here has played it a little bit before, but I am completely new to it apart from watching some videos.
Yeah, I did a bit of playing, and honestly, like they say play it with a controller, but I find it perfectly agreeable on mouse.
Cool.
Like,
let's get into it,
they have
shall
put
we?
in to make it compatible.
Nice, right.
I'm very glad to hear that the gravity gun works.
Yeah, honestly, all of the guns we tested were, they were very, 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 very fun to use. I was very happy with them all. Right, let's jump over to some Isaac, shall we? As soon as this game lets me quit, which it may or may not do.
You're trapped here forever.
There you go. Right. One thing I do have to note quickly to all of you watching, Isaac currently has an issue with one of the mods I'm using because it's in beta, where sometimes when we're starting a run, it does crash. So we may see some crashes from time to time, but do not worry. I think I already went and got Bertrand, but let me go and make sure.
Right. Yeah, next time we do one of these, I'm going to have to show off the Repetatron, the Snaker, the Viper, the High Velocity Rifle, the Manted Augment, the Pump Charge.
There's some interesting stuff coming up.
And some of my companions as well.
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped for it all. I have to say, I'm pretty hyped for it all.
Yeah, I've done a shit ton.
Yeah, this has been an update that's been in the works for about 4 months now, so he has been working very hard at it. And I've been helping in the most minor way possible by sometimes him telling me things and me saying that good or that bad.
Yeah, that's all he does. He's emotional support, really.
Pretty much.
Except for one of the times when he crushes my dreams and soul.
There is a few times where he'll show me something and I'll be like, no, never.
Yeah, I'll show him something and he'll be like, yeah, that's really cool, but the sprite looks like shit. So Becky, if you could give that a total makeover.
Nevernamed just labelled me a sprite snob.
Yeah, and then you immediately agreed after I labeled.
I did, yeah, I am. Right, can you see? Can you see the game?
Yeah, I can see, and I can see the game.
Nice. It's good that you can see in general. But we are
yes,
here
I'm very glad.
in some Isaac. Just give it a second, people. It's a black screen at the moment. It won't be for long. Just got to pick up on the game if it ever decides to.
It's a really big fat fly on the front having a bit of a seizure.
I know. I really
What's
love
his name?
It's Jeffrey, I think.
Does he have a name?
It's Jeffrey now. It has to be.
Yeah. Ipecac creators, does that fly have a name?
I really do love the title screen of Ipecac. It's so good.
I want to know the lore behind that fly. I want that fly as a secret bot, secret character, secret item, secret something that you can unlock. Like if you stay on the title screen staring at that fly for 10 minutes, you unlock a secret fly item or something.
Toggle this menu with C. Resume game. Cool. So this is better.
So if you can use the arrow keys, but if you use your mouse.
Oh yeah, the mouse is way better. Okay.
Yeah, so I discovered that like halfway through a run.
Yeah, that's way better.
It's right click to do the spinny, and you can launch with left.
How do I do the yeet? The yeet. I need to fill up this meter, don't I?
The slam, yeah. Once you have your slam meter full, if you click in one direction and then immediately click across to another, you'll do your slam.
The slam meter. Love it.
The wham bam thank you slam.
Okay, I'm good. Can I press buttons with my head? Oh.
Also, if you hold control while your head is out, or like...
oh yeah, this is the thingy one, isn't it? Where you can go throw, boom.
With mouse, you can also like use right click while your head is out, because normally right click is the spinny, but while your head is out, if you do right click, it'll lock it in place, and then you can do like velocity and launching, which personally it's a cool mechanic, but I gotta say I watched Huts play with this and he never used it. Yeah, it's just a bit too unwieldy, in my opinion.
There's a few things that I've seen with this character that seem really kind of strange. The biggest one for me is that when you get anything that gives you flight, you can only fly while doing this.
Yeah, which is honestly not that bad on mouse and keyboard, because you can just hold right-click. Yeah. But I feel bad for anyone who actually has to swing around on controller.
I just got a synergy called Getting Sweaty.
I wonder what that does.
Ah, there you go.
Ah, when you spin, you fling out tears. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about Bertrand.
He's got very specific synergies, yeah. Even stuff like this, also, you hit a poop, it poisons your head, you throw it at an enemy, and then there you go. Okay, I've got the charge meter up. How do I do?
Yeah, don't waste it, because you see that little pip underneath the charge bar?
Yeah, you can fill those up, can't you, for damage ups?
Yeah. So basically you have a certain amount of pips every floor, and the pips fill up when you hit an enemy with your slam, and if you fill your pips, you get a permanent damage increase.
How do I hit with the slam?
So you click to one side and then click to back to the enemy. So like click behind you and then towards the enemy.
Oh, there you go. Pip filled.
Mid-slam.
Damage up.
Yeah. So you hit an enemy with your slam and filled your pip, and you got a permanent damage upgrade for that.
Nice.
And the amount of pips. Oh dear.
This boss isn't that hard, to be honest. It's got one really hard attack.
The amount of pips you need to fill increases as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the worst thing about Bertrand is how hard he can be to understand at first.
Yeah. I can definitely see that.
He's just got so much going on with him, you know?
The only thing about this boss is that little fucking tail thing. It's unkillable, and it's really hard to dodge because it's so fast. And then this guy starts running at you in a minute with his little gangly little tail out. It's gross. He's like shitting honey all over the floor.
Honey diarrhea. Oh no, honey diarrhea does sound like a medical condition. Oh dear.
Can I please get by without being hit? Oh, for fuck's sake, my burn heart's gone. I do find the bee enemies to be obscenely overpowered for how early they show up.
Not the bees!
Not
the bees!
They just fire so many shots. It's insane. I got hit so many times that what the hell? Why did I drop a bomb there? I don't even know what happened then.
I'm more than willing to bet your fat fingered it.
Yeah. I am known for my fat fingers.
Did you try to interact with it like Gungeon to pick it up?
Yes, I did. That's definitely what I did.
Turtle, no.
Oh wait, I've also
mate.
realized something else that getting sweat is doing. When I hit an enemy, it fires a tear out of them towards another enemy. Watch.
Huh.
Wait a minute. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, interesting. Also, you can put out fires to get that fire aura on your head and ignite enemies on fire.
Yes, I can try at least. Got him. Ah, for fuck's sake. We're definitely gonna die a few times, and that probably means a few game crashes, but we'll see. Obviously, if I haven't mentioned it, but we are playing Fiend Folio as well.
It's hardcore mode, you see. You can't just... If you die, it deletes your save file.
There ain't no failing here. Boom. I do love that attack. That attack is so satisfying.
Yeah. I actually got a game break with Bertrand. My first proper Yera blank card in a while.
Nice. Oh, I bet you're so sad that they're getting rid of most of the game breaks in rep.
Honestly, Yera blank card is one that I didn't really do a whole lot, so it doesn't hold that special place in my heart. Oh, a lot of the game breaks that I find most enjoyable the ones that I do the most are the really fucking hard ones that take way too much setup.
Yeah, that take obscene amounts of setup, yeah. Like the D20 sort of ones. D20 ones normally take a while.
More complicated than the D20, honestly.
Yeah,
ones where it's like, you throw yourself into the fire over and over again to slowly scrape up enough coins to buy that one item and then do it over and over again until you get enough stuff to speed up the process.
Yeah. And it just balls out of control eventually.
Yeah, like those really slow snowballing ones are the ones that I've done the most in Isaac, because I guess I just have the patience to do them.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they can be really fun, though. Like, if you've got the patience. I don't. I know you do way more than I do. But if you've got the patience for them, oh my god, I might die here. I keep trying to...
I feel like a fucking genius. But then I realized that I've just spent 2 hours of my life throwing myself into a fucking red poop, and I wonder what I've done with myself.
By the way, one thing to note for everyone watching, the Fiend Folio bosses are insanely difficult compared to the default bosses.
Oh no, really? This dude's setting the fucking world on fire, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, there you go, we're dead. This could crash the game, just be aware. It might not, but it could. There you go, it did.
Fire. I just want to start
a flame in your heart. I love that song.
Yeah, lovely stable game, Isaac. I love it.
I mean, it is specifically an Ipecac issue. I know that for a fact.
Ipecac would make the game throw up.
I know. Who knew? Who knew? Don't worry, guys. We've switched back to the game. It'll be back in a sec. It just takes a few seconds for it to catch up with itself, but there you go. Back into another Bertrand run. Let's give this another go. Try this out. Can you see all right, Nevernamed?
Yeah, I can see perfectly fine.
Nice. One thing I am noticing with the keyboard and the sort of mouse interaction, the head doesn't seem to land quite where you actually click sometimes. It's like there's some...
more of a general indicator.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's like some mild inaccuracies that make it kind of difficult. Oh, I love these enemies so much.
It still baffles me that you use mouse and keyboard for Isaac, but you use a controller for Gungeon.
Because Isaac's all cardinal stuff. It's all cardinal directions. It makes so much more sense to use arrow keys. So I don't use mouse for aiming or anything. I just use keyboard.
But.
Oh, it's so satisfying.
But that's stupid.
No. Also, this trinket needs to fuck off. It shows up so often, and I never want it.
What does it do?
I'll show you. Chance for pickups to either disappear or become trinkets. 3 uses left.
Oh.
I don't like it. Because it means you you probably get trinkets you don't want and lose out on pickups. Especially early game, it's not good at all.
Thanks, game. Thank you for the matchstick.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, there's so many really awful trinkets that it seems, unless you've already got, unless you don't have a trinket that's already good, and you,
Well, Turtle, let's be honest, if you have that trinket, you don't have a trinket that's good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. The niche of actually using it is just too niche.
Yeah, 404, you shouldn't have.
For fuck's sake. Lost my Bernhardt. I can, no matter who I'm playing, especially on Forgotten, I cannot keep Bernhardts alive for the life of me. I don't know what it is about having them, but they just disappear every time. It's crazy. But here we are. Oh, for God's sake. Go away, you stupid marshmallow.
Roasty toasty. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot with Fiend Folio because it lags my game, so I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time.
I'm gonna say, it's a fucking amazing mod. I absolutely love it, but it is, at the same time, incredibly overwhelming.
Yeah, you'll get used to it, though. I
will.
It's a little unfair to go up to a mod and say, I don't like it because it's too good and has too much content.
I never said I didn't like it. I think it's amazing and I love it. It's just, it is very, very overwhelming and different to what I'm used to, and it's hard to readjust.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Essentially. You can't teach a stubborn British motherfucker to do new things.
You did what?
What?
Moving on.
A stubborn British motherfucker, that's what I am, apparently.
Whose mother are you fucking?
I don't know. Someone's. Okay,
that was a very underwhelming answer. There was so much potential in that sentence. That, like the tense silence between you timidly answering. I don't know. There was so much potential for infinite comedy, and you're like, I don't know.
Someone's, I guess.
Infinite comedy, but you fucked up the we're never going to achieve infinite unlimited free comedy. Nope. The comedy drive is dead. Nuclear comedy reactors. Honestly, I'm surprised. I got the small rock. I was surprised that it didn't have a Bertrand synergy where he bonked them and stunned them. Yeah,
that'd be interesting, that. Sadly, we're getting a lot of items here that don't have Bertrand synergies.
Like items that have like the head trauma stuff, like iron bar and such.
Yeah.
Should just bonk them.
just absolutely bonk them.
And it should definitely play the bonk sound effect.
Yeah, that'd be great. Easy pip. Easy pips. I don't know why it started spinning there. I did not right click at all. I've
been wondering, like, what if I was like, at some point I'm going to try and expand the scope of Once More Into the Breach to include new floors, right?
Yeah, I know of these ideas.
And I've been wondering, like, what am I going to do about music?
Do you know, I did try to contact what's-his-name who did the music for Gungeon, but unfortunately never got a reply.
Yeah, I know, because you hit him up like, hey, famous big name, or like middle name rapper man who does music for indie games when he's paid to. Could you do us music, please? Mr. Dos1 on Twitter.com. No shit, you didn't get a response.
To be fair, I never asked for it for free. I was willing to pay.
How much were you willing to pay?
I don't know.
How rich are you?
It depends how much he's asking for.
But basically, I was wondering, like, where could I go for music? Because I'm definitely not going to go and, like, suck Dose One's dick to get music done.
Damn. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I'll do that for free. I need to learn when to close my mouth.
Oh my god, stop pressing E to open things. What are you doing, you special boy? It's not how this game works. God damn. I keep placing bombs every time I pick up an item.
Well
oh my
done.
god.
Proud of you. Yeah, I don't know. I could maybe, like, I was actually invited to a Discord server for an in development sort of like indie RPG called Golden Flame.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
like very early on in development, but one of the programmers actually, Tank Theta, is the guy who did the sprites for the Shade.
Ah, nice.
He's a very good programmer and an incredible sprite artist, and so
I don't know why, but I can just imagine he's a very good sprite artist and an incredible lover. Oh, the golden bomb at me! Ah, no! Oh!
you know, I actually love that special interaction with golden bombs.
That was so cool. And also incredibly scary. Sorry, what was you going to say before I rudely interrupted you?
Oh, jeez, calm down there. Yeah, I was going to say he did the sprites for the... I mean, he might be an incredible lover, I don't know. But yeah, he did the sprites for the Shade, and so that's how we met. He was in the modding community offering to do sprites. He did the sprites for Hunter's Risk of Rain 2 items pack.
Nice.
And so I was like, hey, he's pretty good.
He's done things.
And so he was like offering to help out with stuff, and I'm like, well, I want to make this character. Are you willing to do like the level of sprite work necessary for something so intense? And he's like, sure, yeah, I'll do it. And that's...
Did he do it for free?
Yeah, he did it for free.
Wow, I thought you paid for it.
Yeah. No, he volunteered, and I'm eternally grateful. Like,
that's insane.
Like, I probably would have paid for it if, I had the means to send money over the internet back then. I've done it. I've done it since. I can now buy things online.
I know, you're a mad lad. I know. This motherfucker is like 18. You're 18 now, aren't you?
Yes, I'm 18.
And he'd never had any form of online banking ever. Like, what the heck? What the heck?
Well,
he finally spoke to a human being on the online, on the phone, and did a thing, and got a card. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So I probably would have paid him if I had the means to, and he'd asked for it, but he was volunteering. He was like, hey, I really enjoying doing this sprite work. I want to do some stuff. Got anything for me? And I was like, I mean, while you're saying, are you willing to suffer through creating character sprites? He's like, am I?
I can't remember how much I paid Chacola for my character. It wasn't a super high amount, but I am also eternally grateful for Chacola for doing my character sprites for Gungeon 2, because they are fan-fucking-tastic, and he had some absolutely amazing ideas in there too. Like, I love your dodge roll on your character, and I really like mine on my character too.
Over Christmas, I contacted Tank Theta, and said, hey, Merry Christmas. I just wanted to say thank you again for your help on the Shade. It was amazing, and I just want you to know that your work is still appreciated.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, yeah, cool, I'm working on this thing now. You want to come join the Discord server? And I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Why the heck not, yeah.
And yeah, it's a bunch of people working... I don't know if that's why the server was created. I think it was just a bunch of shitposters, but they're creating a game called Golden Flame, and they actually do have a composer for it, so I don't know.
That could be,
maybe that's an avenue I
yeah.
could go down.
Certainly is possible.
I hate those things,
Yep, I know, they're gross. Look at them, their sprites are so amazingly grotesque.
Like look at that when you fucking...
Look at it.
Look at what you've done.
Exactly my thoughts, look at it.
Ventricle... Oh... everyone's favorite item. Honestly, I've probably used Ventricle Razor less than I've used fucking Blood Rights.
Ventricle Razor's fucking great. It's so good.
I've used it like once.
It gives you iframes. You can get into sacrifice rooms and out of them for free. It's just amazing.
I don't know, dude. It's one of those ones that I just can't get up on.
It's definitely niche. Like you're never gonna need it like all the time. But if you don't have an active item and you find it, it's great to have.
So Dry Baby just committed a fucking
an atrocity. He did, yeah, I know.
He broke the Geneva Convention.
He just murdered all the segments of that worm in a single strike.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Dry Baby, calm down.
God
Fucking
damn.
hell, he had a family.
He was just chilling. We came into his house and you destroyed him.
Yeah, like, it's one thing to go into someone's house like Bertrand does and fucking slam into them with his goddamn noggin. Oh, God. You know, I was gonna, you know, I'm debating, you know, the pros and cons. You know, actually, fuck it. It's one thing to go into someone's house and give them head like Bertrand does. It's a completely... It's a completely other thing to go into someone's house and nuke them like that.
My God. Wait, teleport us to the Chaos Sacrifice room. Wait a minute. I'm already here. Also, let's play this guy.
Yes.
Give me damage ups. Give me damage ups. Turnip. Mimics a stock market pattern with your coins over the first 7 rooms. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a weird way of saying it, because, like, I'm pretty sure it means, like, the stock market, the raising and lowering of the chart. Like, up, down, up, down, up, down, as it goes along. First 7 rooms of the floor after gaining, rots after 7 rooms, so it, like, turns off after 7 rooms. I don't think that'll do anything with Bertrand, but it'll probably affect the tears from his slam attack.
Freebie. A freebie cash room. You see this? Oh, I don't have any pennies. I was like, why can't I get in there? Oh, yeah. It requires a single coin.
You just gave them all to a pig.
I did. I've got some back now, don't worry.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, Bertrand sucking dick. Okay, so yeah, it's one thing to do that. It's another, completely other thing to nuke them off the face of the earth.
It is. Goddamn Dry Baby and his atrocities. I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, I'm just getting to a point where I don't know when to stop.
Nah, this podcast is kind of just... It doesn't matter. Just say whatever.
Have we always been this way?
I think
Do you
so.
think
My
when we started off,
cursor has gone. My cursor has gone. My cursor has gone.
Maybe try clicking out of the window and back into it.
I'm having trouble. 1 minute. I think it's just because it's a big room, maybe. Do you know what? This fixes it. There you go.
Cool.
That was confusing.
Do you think we were more tame when we started off all those years ago?
All those years ago, like this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because I feel like.
Do you think I would have? Do you think I would have made the Bertrand sucking dick joke?
I feel like we were tamer, but not because of us. It's because we didn't know each other as well. That's literally it. I think we were exactly the same, and we were perfectly willing as separate people to say the things we're saying, like, just not in front of each other at that point.
Back then, I would have been worried that you would have thought I was a degenerate freak. And
but now I know you're a degenerate freak.
Now you know I'm a degenerate freak, but I know you won't judge me for it.
Oh my god, the money is just crazy this run. Also, please turn my head into an acid-filled pile of something. Do it. Yes! Destructive slam. It's exactly what I wanted. And it's what I'm going to do to your mama.
Oh, jeez.
The destructive slam. Ooh, I like that. I'll take that. Fuck you, rotten turnip. Destructive slam.
But yeah, I feel like there've been like 7 different tangents in my head that I wanted to talk about, and they've all just vanished.
They've all just died and
on a
made
completely random, unrelated note, I got a Justice card today that is the most fucking insane Justice card I've ever gotten.
I thought they were set. What do you mean insane? What'd you get from it?
It gave me a golden key and a golden bomb.
What? Oh yeah, foil card. Justice. Huzzah. Wait, it absorbed my Yera. Hey. What? Where's my Yera gone?
Card cannibalism, I guess.
Where's my Yera gone?
Anyways, yeah, so the way Justice works is that it pays out with an unspecified key pickup, an unspecified bomb pickup, etc. Which is why the bomb can be like a normal bomb or a troll bomb or something. And it also means it has a small chance of being a golden bomb. Same with the key.
So you just got insanely lucky, yeah.
Yeah, I got insanely lucky and got both of them.
That's great. Well, that's great.
That's the most insane justice card I've ever gotten. I don't like the justice card. It's just dull.
It's dull, but it's very good to have. Like, a lot of the times you do need the stuff you get from it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. It could be the fucking Fool.
Yeah, Fool is definitely the absolute worst. It is worth one exit of boss rush, and that is all.
It's worth, like, for when you don't have the health for a curse room.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Which is why Azazel starts with it. Speaking of useless cards.
A hermit, when I've already been to the shop.
What's that blue poop?
I don't know. It didn't seem to do anything different. I'm guessing
cool.
that enemy, that fly, always like dunks on the poops and then fires stuff at you, so maybe it did a special thing when that fly dunks on it.
You know, that poop's living its best life.
Really? We are getting all of the bosses right now. Like, actually, have we had one that isn't from Fiend Folio yet? I don't think we have we? They've all been Fiend Folio bosses so far.
All will be Fiend Folio.
Also, Deadeye is making this fucking insane slam. The destructive slam. Stop pressing E, my fucking god.
Oh my, the game's just merging together in your head. It's like, I'm going to pick up that item using E, and then I'm going to dodge roll my way down, and I'm going to... what other games do you play?
Many. I play many at the moment. Go with
Silver Dollar. Hey, that's a fucking great trinket. Don't you disrespect it.
Do you know what? Should we take it, or is the Rainbow Penny a bit more enjoyable? Uses a random penny trinket effect and picking up a coin. I will take the Silver Dollar. And we're going to use that foil card.
As somebody who likes...
Wow, that foil card was insanely good. It spawned Magic Mush. Foil cards are the best.
As someone who likes to use, like... bloody... you can play that little pig beggar a bit more.
I want my money. That pig's had enough of my money.
As someone who likes to break the game, I have a great appreciation for Silver Dollar.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I remember when it was teased with Afterbirth Plus, I think it was, or just Afterbirth, can't remember which one it was. When it was teased, like, there's gonna be the Bloody Crown and the Silver Dollar so you can get item rooms and shops, and the women's like, oh my god, that's gonna be so powerful! And I've literally never once used either of them.
I use the Silver Dollar a lot, actually.
I've never once used either of them. This will be the first time.
When you play the game thinking about, like, game breaks and, like, down the line what you can do.
It's very, very important for the future,
and, like,
yeah.
I know it sounds like I'm min-maxing, and in a way I kind of am, but, like, that's just what I find the fun. I like to really think through my options.
I find the fun.
Yeah, it's where I find the fun. It's where I find the funny, unlike in my jokes.
Oh, I always try and re-roll with my head. Oh, we got a fat sack of shit. Yeah, I'm not taking... Oh, actually, immunity from explosives. Bomb explosions, destroying projectiles. Nah, we'll keep rolling. I want something better. Oh god, Donkey's Jawbone. Go away. Oh my god, please give me something good.
The curse of the reroll machine.
Oh my god. No. Wait a minute, this is a mimic now. I can't... It's a mimic, I can't re-roll it. And the mimics are still... Weird. Yeah, the mimics are still bugged, unfortunately. On this particular version of Ipecac, the pedestal mimics don't give you your item back. So it literally deletes the item.
Ipecac's a little bit strange right now.
Yeah, it's currently in beta. I'm testing out the beta before it goes to release, and there is currently some pretty major bugs. But the pedestal one has already been fixed. Just the update hasn't been released yet, and they're working on the crash one.
Okay, good on them. You know, I have no room to talk.
No. Ow.
I'm like, wow, these Ipecac guys, they sure don't seem to know what they're doing. Oh, gravity gun's fucking over here, fucking ripping reality in half. Enemies and minecarts freaking out. I'm like, sure, these Ipecac guys, am I right?
Am I right?
Honestly, no, it's really impressive that they've done so much.
Ipecac is a very impressive mod that is just insanely underrated, in my opinion. Like, it gets nowhere near the amount of attention I think it should get for what's included in it and how well it's done. Like, I'm not saying that people don't know about it. It is still a decently regarded mod. Like, Huts has played it and stuff. But it definitely should get more attention than it does.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It seems like most games don't seem to have, like, enough people covering modded.
Yeah. It's one of the big reasons, like, obviously when you're a Let's Play YouTuber, finding a niche is always a big thing about being, like, relevant and actually making content that people want to watch, and that's kind of where I like to find my niche. A lot of the games I play, there isn't many modded playthroughs. While there is still definitely people on YouTube playing with mods or playing the game itself, there's not many people doing properly, fully modded playthroughs, so...
Yeah, like, something I don't understand is, like... How the fuck can some people get to, like, episode 1000 of an Isaac or a Gungeon series
and just not
want to fucking hang themselves?
I know, like, you need new content. You gotta even keep things fresh. Goddamn.
I love Gungeon. I consider it one of my favorite games of all time,
Same,
and I still would rather fucking throw myself off a cliff than play vanilla 1,000 episodes vanilla. Like, because, like, I have played a lot of Gungeon.
Yeah, same.
I know the game like the back of my fucking hand.
Yep. Exactly the same.
I would be so bored if it was just vanilla at this point. And that's not the game's fault. That's just how humans work.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's just life.
Yes. You know, one day when we're old and grey, I'll feel the same way about you.
Yeah.
I'll absolutely hate you.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
I think Bertrand does get the effect of... Maybe he gets the effect of Bookworm?
Maybe? Ooh, that's very good.
Because I know that, like, when I picked up The Wiz, I think it was, I got double shot heads.
Ooh, what's the...
Oh, wait, what's that? What's that tofu sprite?
Tofu's great, although it kind of cannibalizes runs, so you don't want to take it on most runs. Grants a cube familiar. Basically, it's cube of meat, but better.
Am I just seeing that wrong, or is that sprite really janky?
I think it's just the angle that they've made the sprite at.
No, but like the outline.
Oh, the outline thickness is a bit strange. The bottom thickness doesn't match the top thickness. That's the main issue there, isn't it?
That's the biggest rule with, like, Isaac sprites. You gotta make the line thickness work.
Yeah, but that item's really cool. It essentially makes Meat Boy, but every single boss item is cannibalized by tofu, and you just get tons and tons of tofu. It's how I won the Family Man challenge, I think it was. I got tofu, and it just
oh, of course, BFF'd.
Yeah, it just demolished the run. It was great. It was pretty awesome. We've also got this foiled magician card, and I'm not exactly sure what it does, so I'm going to drop it and find out. Herming for the room spawns friendly psychic Morse. Okay, cool. I really like the foiled cards. They're really cool ideas.
Yeah, well, is that Ipecac that adds them? Or?
I think it's Ipecac, yeah. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure it's Ipecac.
Oh god, why are there fucking Meat Boy worms? Oh no. Why is there fucking...
crazy stuff going on over here.
Steven's...
I mean, to be fair...
Oh, you killed Steven.
Dryburn did his thing. Dry Baby. He did his thing and just committed an atrocity. Look at this Isaac worm. This is disgusting.
Oh, no. I mean, isn't an Isaac worm just pin?
Yeah.
But for some reason, pin isn't nearly as horror. I think it's because how flesh-colored it is.
How fleshy he is, yeah. He's too fleshy. Yeah, look, these guys, like, drip down on poops.
Oh, by the way, have you played Subnautica?
Yes, but very, very briefly. I've got like 3 hours in it.
What did you think of the game?
I think it's very fun. I think the only reason I didn't play it more is because I was like, either a new game came out or I was in the middle of playing something else. I just kind of tried it out because I think it went on sale for like £2 and I bought it. And I played it briefly, but I've watched people play. I've watched like 2 or 3 playthroughs of it, and it's a very cool game. I like it a lot. Why do you say?
Would you be interested in fucking around in Subnautica sometime for the podcast?
Yeah, is it co-op?
No, it's not co-op, but there's some things that I think would be very fun to watch you experience.
Yes, that'd be really fun, yeah.
Back in the day, I actually did Subnautica videos.
Oh my god, I've got to find those.
Okay, they're very old. This was before I sort of realized that I enjoyed covering Gungeon a lot more, because, like, Gungeon was a game I knew really well. Oh, that fucking donation machine. Highway robbery.
Honestly, this room fucking sucks. That room was gross. Also,
and
yeah,
look,
that donation machine just robbed me.
If you want to go back, it'll have to rob you again.
Yeah.
But yeah, back in the day, I did Subnautica videos. And it was nothing special, really. It was mostly just, like, concept art, discussing that sort of stuff, and just, like, fucking around and seeing what mayhem I could cause.
Yeah, yeah.
Such as using the console to spawn, like, 100 Reaper Leviathans.
That's funny.
Which would, of course, they all collided off each other and flew off into the stratosphere, and you just looked up and it was raining fucking death worms. And the ocean became completely inhospitable. And in that way, I actually know a lot about Subnautica as well. I wouldn't say I know it as well as Gungeon, but I became quite well-versed in it.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see the point of Ventricle Razor now.
I literally was looking for this for so long just to show you this.
Yeah, the game breaker in me is starting to understand.
I gotta say, I was like desperately when we were on that, like, not last floor, the floor before, and there was a arcade and it didn't have one of these. I was like, oh my god, no! I need to show you this, because I was like, when you were talking about being a game breaker and saying you didn't really get ventricle razor, I was like, what?
Okay, yeah, okay, that's on me.
I want to test something. I've never tested this before.
Probably won't work.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, because the IV bag just doesn't give a shit about iframes.
But
it's the same with, like, effects like the Algiers rune.
Yeah. But do you understand now? Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. Okay, I take it back. I may have been a bit too hasty.
That one single interaction makes the ventricle razor insanely powerful.
I noticed something similar with Sharp Plug, actually.
We don't want to take that, do we?
Why has dead cats been, like, skinned?
Because it looks more like a dead cat than dead cat does normally. Anyways, we can re-roll this. We've got a glass D6 here. But it's also a guppy item, but at the same time, I'd have to lose all of my red hearts, and I'm really not willing to do that, so let's just re-roll it. Plus, enter's fine.
So,
fine.
do you know Sharp Plug, right?
Yeah, I very rarely use that. But
I've actually gained a bit of a liking for it.
It's a very, very strong item, but you've got to know how to use it correctly.
Yeah, so just, you can take damage to recharge your active item.
Yeah.
And I actually learned in a pretty great way that it works with the wafer.
Oh, that's a very good interaction. So you get double the players.
Actually, it's more than that. The wafer reduces it to half a heart.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so you get twice the amount of players with it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because usually it's like it's usually like 2 hearts of damage to recharge.
Yeah. It makes things like Satanic Bible just absolutely broken.
Yeah. Wafer Sharp Plug, you can like gain more health than you lose.
This guy can't. He won't die. Is this a room where you have to use bombs?
Maybe he destroys rocks.
He probably does. Yeah, you're probably right about that.
It's entirely possible that his charge attack destroys rocks, and you're meant to kite him into the.
You're almost definitely right about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember watching one of your Isaac videos where there was like a cat enemy, and you said the exact same thing, and then someone commented, "Actually, the cat breaks rocks."
Yeah, because I'm dumb. Cloak of Darkness. We could double our current damage, but we'd have to get permanent Curse of Darkness and Lost. Is it worth?
No, not really.
Okay.
Also, why is it in the? Oh, you.
I was just
chaos.
I was just about to say I was very confused then, but then I realised I have chaos. Yeah, yeet. I love that. So good. Got to fill up one more pip. Just one more pip to go.
But yes, I also did stuff like, sort of like, what I back in my Subnautica days, I would do things like, I did one video back in the day, taking a prawn suit to the very bottom of the world.
A prawn suit?
Yes.
What's a prawn suit?
Oh, in Subnautica, the prawn suit is the deepest vehicle. It's the little mech suit thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the prawn suit is a mech suit you can take to the deepest pressures of the ocean. But it still does start to break after a while. Which, because the game map takes place on it's meant to take place in
world,
like a volcanic crater.
Oh,
yeah, on an
right,
alien
okay.
planet. And it's meant to take place on a volcanic crater. So while it's relatively near the surface of the ocean, at the edges it just goes off into the fucking abyss.
Yeah.
Like, it gets unbelievably deep. And there are some of the strongest things in the game are in that abyss to kill you.
Nice.
Because you're not meant to be there.
The game's trying to dissuade you from being over there, yeah.
Are you cheating your pips?
Yeah, I'm cheating my pips.
Does it count towards the pips?
It doesn't seem to, no.
Maybe it doesn't count for things that aren't necessary for room clear.
That'd be a good idea, to be fair. Yep, seems to just not count on them.
I actually noticed something earlier. Like, you could...
Frogger!
I actually noticed on my Bertrand run that you could fill up the meter by hitting stone turrets.
Yeah, you can
but
fill
you
up...
couldn't get hits by hitting them.
Yeah, like the grimaces and the stony dudes, you can charge up your bar with those, but yeah, you can't actually get pips from it. It's pretty well designed.
Why does Mother have frogs in her vagina?
Well, I mean, there's... I don't know.
You don't have a good answer for that.
That's a grey area.
It's a very red area, actually.
It is quite red. I mean, why does she have what appear to be rocks and bombs in there? Like, what are you doing, man?
I mean, what sensible woman doesn't carry a few bombs in her vagina, ready to pull out and fight the terrorist threat? That honestly, that does seem like a parody 1920s, like, every good American woman should carry a grenade up her ass.
My God, the average...
What am I saying?
The average military wife must always carry a grenade in her coochie at all times. Right, what we got here? So, do you know what? Yes. Give me some umps on that, and let's reroll. By the way, I love Bertrand's little feet sounds. So satisfying. Little squelchy feet.
Little feetsy, little
feet, little toe beans. On use, take a bite, take damage, and receive the following stats. Less. Okay. What? That's terrible. No.
Okay, so you're basically sacrificing stats for a higher chance to fire poison.
And poison's
so if you use it enough. Well, if you use it enough, you'd be inflicting poison with every shot, so you actually get pretty good DPS out of it, but your stats would be abysmal.
Yeah.
Hey, actually... Oh, wait, no, you didn't pick up Mr. Mega, did you?
I didn't. I'm not
I saw Mr. Mega, and, like, Mr. Mega's one that I typically take. So I was like, oh, Mr. Mega with Bomber Boy, that's actually fucking amazing.
I tend to rarely use bombs for combat in this game, so I very rarely rate bomb upgrades. Like, there are some of them, obviously, which are really, really good, and I will always take, but most of them I won't pay for, especially with Chaos, when there's options of much, much better things.
The best joke you told was saying that Chaos will give you anything other than bombs.
Oh, well, that is... I recently learned why Chaos does that. It's kind of interesting, why it sometimes only gives you bomb upgrades.
I sort of assumed there was. I sort of assumed the reason, but tell me. I want to know if I'm right.
I was reading a comment about it recently because I can't remember who was talking about it. It might have been on a Huts video or something like that. I can't actually remember who it was on. But anyways, the reason for it is because Chaos, it doesn't actually mix up the loot tables at all. It just removes them. And the way that it works is when you walk into a room, it picks which loot table you're on, and because there's no loot tables, it picks them at complete random, and so sometimes you can walk into a shop and get the bomb beggar.
That's exactly what I thought it was, actually.
Yeah. So every now and again, it's rare, but every now and again you'll walk into a shop, or you mainly notice it in shops, but you can have it in any room, and you will get the bomb beggar's loot table, and that means that you have to get through every single bomb upgrade before you see any new items. It's very rare, but it does happen. And it's why Guppy is so common, because if you get the red chest loot table, then you have a very, very high chance of seeing Guppy items.
Personally, if I was making the game and I had to make Chaos, I would just make like a generic sort of debug loot pool with every item in it, and just make Chaos
that would be the better way.
That.
But they didn't do that.
Of course they didn't do that, because it would be sensible. Also, one more pip and you get your damage upgrade again.
Yeah.
Boom.
I've been watching my pips. My god. It is just all the modded bosses. At least we got the good modded boss rather than the bad modded boss on this floor. There's one boss from Fiend Folio on the womb that is just... Honestly, it's atrocious in its current state. It really needs fixing. It's just an absolute clusterfuck. And it's like unavoidable damage for the most part.
And this isn't.
This is hard, but it's definitely more well designed. This one's definitely a very, very tough boss.
This just looks painful. But yes, anyways, back on the topic of Subnautica.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the game world is on an alien planet in an alien ocean, and it's on the top of a volcano, so it just sort of spirals down into the abyss on the sides of the map.
Yeah. I can't fucking hit this cunt! Get away!
Okay. Breathe, Turtle. Let out that aggression.
Just...
that has a synergy with Bertram.
It does, yes. It gives us a knifey head. Do I take Book of Revelations at this point?
I don't know. Do you want it? Oh, sorry, you're there.
Ventricle Razor's not going to be that useful from now on, so I'll take it.
Anyways, yes. And because the game world is not infinite, there is a point, obviously, at which you can no longer... Like, they stopped making terrain.
Yeah, of course. A lot of games have that, where it just drops down into an endless... GTA 5 has that, where it just drops down into, like, an endless ocean.
Except, in Subnautica, it's actually really fucking cool to find that. Because you have to, like, abuse game mechanics and such.
Yeah. You have to finagle your way to it.
Because, like, the farthest you can go down is, like, I can't remember. It's, like, it's, like, really deep by anyone's standards. Except, it's not far from the deepest you can actually physically go. If you throw yourself off the edge, right?
Yeah.
And travel down, you can go thousands of meters underwater. Fortunately, the game does not scale crush depth too accurately.
So you can just about make it, yeah.
You would be squished into oblivion. Your vehicle does start to implode, but the reason why you use the prawn suit is not only does it crush slower than other vehicles, but with the prawn suit, the way it works is that if you let it fall through open water for long enough, it will stop and stabilize itself, right? And it looks really fucking janky, and I thought it was a bug, but they actually programmed it in after someone complained that prawn suits kept on falling too deep in deep water.
Yeah.
So, because of that, you can actually get out, and your prawn suit falls faster than you can swim, but if you catch up with it once it stops, you can repair it and keep going down.
Yeah, that is a bit finagly, but that kind of lets you do some extra stuff, yeah.
Of course, the ambience and atmosphere of Subnautica is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when you're going deep, deep, dark, deep down. Deeper down than you should ever go. Like, it's just pitch black. All you have is your prawn suit's lights illuminating the sheer, like, cliff face beside you. At a certain point, the cliff face, like, the terrain starts breaking.
Yeah.
And, like, you get these sharp, jagged spikes that stick out of the land that you have to avoid. Like, I remember once on one of my attempts, I got stuck in a crag there. I got my prawn suit wedged down at the bottom of the world. And it was the most terrifying feeling.
Oh my god. That does sound insane. I always love it when a game... Like, obviously Subnautica does try to make you feel like that, but it does some things that even unintentionally make it feel even... It amplifies that effect, and it wasn't even something they intended. It's just the atmosphere in the game is made that well.
Yeah, and of course, the whole time you're out in that area, you're being harassed by giant ghost leviathans.
Yes.
Because they're put there to eat you whole and make sure you don't leave the map. So you need to avoid getting destroyed by them. Which you can do pretty easily by abusing peeper mechanics.
Peeper?
So you know the basic, like, little food fish in the game is called peeper.
Yeah.
And there's enemies in the game called... Oh my god. Did you notice that? Oh, look at the parasite.
Look at the parasite. Oh my god, it's stabbed through the... That's so cool. They have a specific...
I didn't notice that until now.
a specific sprite for if you have Mum's Knife and Parasite, by the looks of it. Oh, unless
He's fucking dead.
Unless these two are just interacting really well.
It could just be it's, like, really well visually synergizing, because Bertrand usually has those spikes on his head. It could be that the parasite's just meant to look like it's going through a normal spike.
Yeah.
But either way, he's fucking dead.
That's a dead kid.
But yes, so in Subnautica, this is a trick I learned, and you're starting to understand how much I put into that game as well.
Just a bit.
Is that with the stalker fish, which are the big barracuda-like things?
Yeah.
Early on in the game, they're the first really hostile enemy. If you're holding a peeper when they try to attack you, right, they'll just eat the fish and go on their way.
Ah.
So you can sort of feed them to prevent them from hurting you. However, when the developers were making larger and larger hostile creatures, they didn't remove that behavior. So things like the ghost leviathan...
things that can eat you in one bite.
Yeah, giant monstrosities that could destroy you and your entire bloodline with one swallow will still deal no damage if you're holding a peeper.
That's absurd. Is that something that you reckon's probably patched now, or is that, like, do you reckon that's still in the game?
I actually don't know if they would have fixed it.
I'm guessing you haven't played since the Arctic DLC or whatever it was called, have you? Yeah, oh, by the way, have you seen these enemies? Have you seen these enemies? That's so cool. It does this light ring that you can't get out of.
Yeah, I've seen that attack before. I do watch your videos, believe it or not.
It's really cool. I just had to specifically point it out because it's very, very cool. Even if the enemy doesn't fit.
The Guardian?
The Guardian?
Yeah, from the Guardian challenge.
Might well be. Might well be.
Because, like, in the Guardian challenge, you play as this guardian angel creature with long flowing hair and, like, a crown and stuff.
I would assume it is then, yeah.
Because, like, it's like a character appearance that is exclusive to that challenge.
Yeah, something quite strange for Isaac challenges, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And you even have your own special Spear of Destiny skin.
Yeah.
But yeah, so using that trick, you can actually get, like, all the way down to where terrain stops appearing.
My god.
And at that point, you're just free-falling. You're free-falling through
forever.
An endless abyss of water. And the ghost leviathans can't even keep up with you. You're just alone
Yeah.
in the abyss
God
of
damn.
just endless darkness. Nothing
Do you
but
like? Do you keep
the
seeing the
Prothing,
ghost
and bubbles.
leviathans? Do you like pass by them every now and again?
No, because like they literally can't catch up with you.
Oh, they don't even spawn near you.
You fall faster than they can keep up.
Wow.
Like if one spawns, you're falling faster than it can, get close enough to you. Occasionally you'll hear them though.
Yeah.
But like, it's a terrifying experience.
It sounds it. Damn. It really does.
And, the thing is, at a certain point, you actually reach the end of where the game will physically allow you to be.
Yeah.
And it will teleport you back up to the shallows.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so at a certain distance after that freefall, you get teleported back to the shallows. And I actually learned that it does the same thing horizontally that it does vertically. So obviously the first attempt that people typically try is to try to get as deep as possible.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know what happens if you sail out as far as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I rigged up a big old submarine and I set sail. I was in creative mode because I could be. And I made sure to stock the ship with everything I could possibly ever want or need.
Yeah.
Including creature decoys that I could leave behind to lure away the ghost leviathans and so on. And what I found was that even though the ghost leviathans really did toss me around at first, as I got farther out, I actually reached a point where they stopped spawning.
Oh, right. So, like, you went so far that they were just like, nope, not worth it.
Well,
don't go after him anymore.
Look at this room.
Look at this room. Look at this room. Can we just take a second? What the fuck?
Ferned fellow. The weirdest thing was, I reached a point where they stopped spawning. I got that far out that nothing spawned anymore. And then, once I got multiple thousands of meters out, they suddenly spawned again.
So once you start to think you're safe...
It scared the shit out of me.
You're finally like, yay, we're safe again. And it's like, no.
I'm super far out. I'm just really relaxed. Like, I'm just like,
I wonder how far this will go.
Having a drink, being like, oh, I wonder how long till the game starts to break. And then all of a sudden, I see this little blip on my radar, and before I can register, I'm fucking sideways. But yeah, and the worst part was, at a certain point, I had forgotten to rig the ship up with ion batteries. Which are the most efficient power source in the game.
Yeah, so you just completely run out.
So I ran out of power in the middle of
just nothing.
In the middle of nothing.
My God.
It was actually terrifying. And the thing is, I had thought to rig the ship up with a smaller Seamoth, which so you can carry the Seamoth.
So much tech pin.
There's got to be some clever pun with that name, right?
Oh, it is actually just called tech pin, I think. Don't get near those heads.
Really?
Don't get near those heads, you motherfuckers.
What does that do?
These things, they attach to that and they go grab their heads and yeet at you. 1 minute. Yeah, I got pips. And lag. And so much lag.
So yeah, I had to get out of my big, safe, secure submarine and get in this rinky-dink little thing to continue my journey through the endless abyss of nothing.
My God. Also, what the fuck are these rooms? This is the sort of shit I'm talking about. Like, come on. This is absurd.
Yeah. They suffer from Edmund McMillan syndrome, where they just assume that on later floors you're powerful enough.
Like, this isn't possible with many, many runs, and this game is notorious for having very bad runs.
Oh, what's that? You got all active items in your item rooms?
Fuck it, yeah. Stop throwing flies at me! Fuck's sake!
Your biggest DPS upgrade is Little Haunt?
Goddamn thank you, my bony child. God diggity damn. Holy hell, that was absurd.
But yeah, and eventually I found that if you go far enough away, like horizontally, you also reach a point where you get teleported back to the shallows. But that was something really cool I did a while ago.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. I'd definitely
so
be up for jumping in on that.
I've always loved experimenting with, games, especially games like Subnautica.
It seems like there's a lot to experiment with.
Are those like a new type of conjoined fatty, or are they just retextured?
I think they're just retextured, yeah.
I like the retexture. It's a lot more fitting.
I do too. It's very good.
Yeah, blue conjoined fatties, rarest enemy in the game.
Yeah, that and the brimstone grimaces are really, really rare.
I mean, you're guaranteed to see probably one brimstone grimace every 3 trips to Sheol.
Yeah, Sheol. I've never heard anyone call it Sheol. It's Sheol.
I've never heard anyone call it, fuck what you... Bowler.
Bowler.
I've never heard anyone call it Bowler.
This is actually going to be kind of a hard fight. Because my head keeps getting stuck to him, so I can't repeatedly hit him to get my pips up. And my slam attack is by far my most damaging move, and it's very hard to charge up with this Mum's Knife synergy.
You'd think it would, constantly charge.
I mean, it's constantly doing damage, but it doesn't constantly charge.
Oh, something cool I learned about the charge is that it's actually affected by 9 volt.
Ah, nice.
It has a special synergy, so it charges faster.
I mean, let's all admit that if I hadn't had Wafer, I'd be dead long ago.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of runs with Wafer.
We gotta try.
And suicide.
We gotta try. We're over 2 hours now, but we gotta try.
Yeah. Sure, whatever you tell yourself.
Right. Oh, I got... Stop! Ah!
What are these little demon jizzes?
I don't know. They look funky. Stop! Okay. Oh my god. My god, you got wrecked, fella.
But yeah, there's plenty of different things. One of the stupidest things I've ever done in Subnautica. Also, look at how many pips you have.
Yeah. That's a lot of pippies.
One of the stupidest things I ever did in Subnautica was I went through and made a video cataloging every piece of flora and fauna that I could find in the entire goddamn game that wasn't scannable.
My god.
I'm talking the decorative shit. The algae and the algae that they spray paint on the wall textures to make it look nice. The little tiny bits of seaweed that have no name but are kind of cool looking. The hooked grass, the this, the that, anything I could find.
The tiniest little details,
because I was really fucking sad.
And evidently quite bored.
Listen, we all have different things we do for fun.
My god.
But yes, that is something that I did once in my life, and I still don't know whether I'm happy or sad I did that.
Was it ever used in any way by anyone?
No.
Nice.
No. It was completely... What the fuck?
Yeah, this is a very strange tile set going on right now. Are these pits or walls? What the hell? I think this is some sort of bug, this, right?
It's gotta be, right? What the fuck is this? Looks like a placeholder texture. Try blowing them up.
Yeah, I will.
I wouldn't be surprised if you went back in and they changed.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance. Yay, pageant boy.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite boss item. Try blowing them up.
Oh. Interesting.
Maybe it's something...
They really don't fit in.
Actually, go back into the room. See if it has a special name or something, because maybe it's like a special thing.
It's just new room. The room is just new room.
Because, like, it kind of almost looks like it might have been a Meat Boy reference.
Daw mimic. Fuck's sake.
Bonk.
Big bonk.
But yeah, like, it kind of almost looks like it might have been a Meat Boy. Actually, wait. Oh, look, okay. Okay. So it looks like the rocks are actually mismatched with the tile set.
Yeah. Also, did you just see that was the best chest ever? It gave me a soul heart, an eternal heart, and 2 red hearts.
Nice. So yeah, it looks like the rocks are actually
also,
mismatched.
Rocks and pits in Delirium's floor are also mismatched, yeah. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy.
Huh. I mean, it does give the Void a more unique feeling, but I'd probably be willing to wager that that's some sort of unused debug or extremely niche tile set that just got mixed in.
Oh, I fucking clicked out the window. Yeah, I would bet so too. Items can be replaced with baby familiars. No thank you. No thank you. Oh,
It's very interesting.
Yes, it's kind of cool to see all these.
Honestly, it really does help with the idea of the floor falling apart.
Yeah, it does. Featuring some things that just do not look proper or finished. It's weirdly makes it feel more finished.
Yeah. It fits more with like the theme of what the Void is meant to be.
Yeah.
I once proposed that like the Void should look like the floors, but like dying in some way.
That would be really cool. Like actually falling apart. Yeah.
The flooded caves, but it's dried up. The womb, but it's like crusty.
Ooh, crusty. Oh no. Did it have to be crusty?
Hey, you gotta have a bit of crusty womb.
Ooh, look at this.
What tile set could those pits possibly be for?
I don't know. Maybe these are just a bunch of unused ones that they made but didn't find a place for. Or maybe like you said, they're like really unique rooms. Really niche rooms.
Hold on.
What?
Isn't Fiend Folio kind of derived from an earlier mod called Devil's Harvest?
Many earlier mods. But yes, Devil's Harvest is one of them.
Didn't Devil's Harvest have a lab floor?
It might well have done, yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I never really played it, but yeah, it very possibly could have done, so it might be just leftovers from that.
Yeah, could be. Because I remember Fiend was part of the Devil's Harvest.
Yeah, it was. But like Happy's item pack is also in this. Oh shit, I should have used that chest. These void chests are so good. Ayo.
You were saying?
I put in 1 penny in a card and got out 10 pennies. That's a pretty good deal in my opinion.
On the Void.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not useful, but it like in general the power level of the void chests are very good.
In my opinion, the silver dollar should give you 1 shop on the Void.
That would be so good, yeah. I'm really looking forward to the Void rework, even though I know it's not coming with Repentance. It's coming in an update after, but I'm still very hyped for it. Fucking throw the head! There you go.
Do it, bitch. You won't. Plus 3 damage, wow.
Yeah. Damage is getting quite spicy up in here.
I still can't get over that sad fucking dead parasite.
He's so limp and lifeless.
Yes, that's what being dead means.
It is. True. I really hit the nail on the head with that one, didn't I?
Yes.
Pacha!
I feel like there's a joke in there, like instead of hitting the nail on the head, you hit the nail with the head or something. I don't know.
Transform all enemies into rooms into champions. No thanks.
Isn't that just a worse, like, what is that one trinket? The thing? The purple star
Yes, purple
thing?
heart. Purple heart.
Purple heart. Purple heart, yes.
Do you not know what purple heart is?
I assume it's some sort of award.
It's a military medal, yeah. Like a
Yeah,
medal
I
of
thought
valor.
I'd heard of it. Even though it does sound like a really bad medical condition.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
It sounds like your heart's gotten all like swollen and veiny and
Oh no.
purple. And
Oh,
I'm pretty
no.
sure that is actually a medical condition. Like your heart swells up and gets too big for your chest, so they need to like crack open your fucking sternum to give it room.
I'm sure it is. I'm pretty sure everything exists as a medical condition in some way or another. Everything you can think of.
I seem to recall distinct. Did he teleport and yeet you across the room?
He did.
That's really weird. Like, he teleported while you were stuck in him, so he dragged you with him through the space-time continuum.
He did. You're coming with me, pal. It's the meaty boy. Skinless monster. Brought into reality. Cat o' nine tails? Looks like I found the boss corridor.
Man, when are we getting the skinless hush rework?
Tech rocks.
When are we getting the skinless hush added?
I know. Everyone's desperate for skinless hush.
I like my hushes without the peel. Do you eat your hushes with or without the peel?
I take mine without. Everyone should take theirs without. But I'm forced to take it with. It's a sad time. Ooh, tinted rock. Tinted box, even. We are nearing the end if we ever find the boss, which is debatable at this point.
I don't want to go.
Oh yes. Time gal, fuck you.
Who?
Time gal, the little ghost.
Oh!
It's Time gal.
That's its name?
Yeah. It's Time gal.
Why?
Because that's the item's name.
Sounds like a superhero name.
What you
It's
got for me?
Time Gal. She'll thwart the evil villain's plans by making them 3 minutes late to their next appointment.
The worst power. Well, actually, let's make people late is a pretty good power, actually.
Yeah, like the superpower of giving people minor inconveniences specifically with the sole purpose of making them slightly late to things.
A very calculated
I
amount
love-
of late as well, though. Like, an amount of late that is just annoying, but not actually a problem. It just makes people slightly like you less.
Over a long enough period of time, you just lose all your friends and are left in despair.
Because you're always around 3 minutes late to everything.
All because of Time Girl! Yeah, you were late to your divorce counseling. Divorce counseling. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What? Wait a minute.
Sorry. You don't get counseling for divorce. Or maybe you do if it's got you really down in the dumps. But like,
Not really the general idea,
counseling
is
while
it?
you're still married. I don't know what divorce counseling would be. Like, I don't know. Like, is a divorce counselor like someone who helps you get divorced but makes you feel really fucking good about it?
Maybe it's just a marriage. Maybe it's just a marriage counselor that really didn't like the two of you together.
Like, a divorce counselor is just a marriage counselor who tries to make you break up.
Oh my god, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
He's the sidekick of Time Gap. In an instant, he can use his superpower to destroy your marriage.
He always comes offering help, but always leads to divorce.
Like, honestly, that would be fucking... I could see that being powerful. Like, you're like trying to destroy the world, but all of a sudden, the fucking divorce counselor shows up, and you get a text from your wife saying it's over, and you just break down crying, and you can't bring yourself to destroy the world anymore.
It's like, no world destruction. You gotta deal with your divorce. Where the hell is this fucking boss, by the way? I've been to every single boss fight on the map, I'm pretty sure.
The game isn't letting it end. Zoom in on the map, see if there's like any rooms you haven't been in. Oh, this one.
This one.
It has to be this one then.
Oh my god. How?
You full cleared the void.
I did. I full cleared the void. That is
and you
rare.
took blank card with no card.
I know. I was really hoping I'd get a card. At the same time, though, Book of Revelations would be useless after one use, so it's just as useless as Book of Revelations would have been. I can't hit this big, fat, white bastard.
I feel called out.
He's just too chunky.
Whoa,
God, what the hell?
I love creating stupid superheroes.
Superheroes that really... Their effects are really mild, but have major consequences.
Yeah, like, can you imagine trying to, like, command an army of evil death robots when your wife's just told you she doesn't love you anymore?
It just makes me think of Plankton and Karen, his computer. Oh my god.
But God, I love that. I love that so much.
Like, Karen's just always shitting on his evil doings. And, like, his next big plan, the next SpongeBob movie plot, it's like, he's got his big plan, and Karen's like, nah, we're getting divorced. Screw your plans.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I have, like, very vivid memories of David Hasselhoff's robotic pecs.
Yes. Oh my god.
I can't forget.
Never
David
forget.
Hasselhoff.
Never forgive.
What the fuck is that
Never
bone
forget.
thing in the
I
corner?
don't know. Just leave it be. Let it do its thing.
I'm sorry, I just saw an evil cryptid in the corner of the room. I can't just ignore that we just saw the face of God.
I mean, can we also can we also discuss my little buddy in a box? What the hell is that?
Tingle.
What?
It's Tingle.
What the hell's that?
It's a Zelda character.
Oh.
Yes.
Also, we are definitely gonna die. Like, this mum's knife synergy is screwing me so bad. Every time I hit him, it sticks me to him, and I can't get away.
Tingle.
I got a soul heart from somewhere.
Tingle.
I got a soul heart from somewhere, and I don't know where.
Okay, I'm just looking up Tingle, because Tingle is sort of a notorious character because of how fucking weird he is.
I gotta say, he looks a bit weird, to be honest. The creepy Isaac's head's back. Oh my god. I can't fathom what's going on right now.
Yeah. Tingle is the sort of character who you could imagine sneaking into your bedroom at night to steal your knickers, but there is no bedroom and there are no knickers because you're in hell.
Ah. Honestly, this mum's nice energy is the worst. It's so bad for this fight. I cannot fight him correctly because it keeps dragging me towards him.
I'm gonna send you a picture of Tingle, and you need to look at this, and realize that this was in a Zelda game.
God damn it. I've just got to survive first, dude. No! Don't capture me! Stop! Oh, yes! I had the respawn thing! I forgot about that! The teddy bear saved me!
Nice.
The teddy bear! It came in clutch. I forgot I had that. Oh my goodness.
So I didn't know a whole lot about Tingle other than that he was a fucking weirdo. But, like, apparently in the first game he appeared in, he's a 35-year-old man whose dad refers to him as a child. He's a 35-year-old man in a fucking green bodysuit
My god.
who sells you shit and acts like a child.
He sounds more than peculiar. Bertram,
Yeah.
throw your head where I aim it, you piece of shit. God damn it. Just throw where I want you to go. It's
He's
not
doing his
that
best,
hard.
okay?
He's not. His head's a sack of crap. Just throw it at the fucking boss. My
You could
God.
just call him a shithead, you know.
No. It needs to be more devastating.
What could be more devastating than calling someone who is just head a shithead?
Saying their head is a shit. It's for some reason better. Wow, we did that because of the teddy bear. The teddy bear saved my life.
I have been making haha funny jokes into the early hours of the morning, even though they're not haha and they're not funny.
Oh
and-
my God, that image is disgusting.
Yeah, I sent him a picture of Tingle.
That guy has definitely molested at least a full orphanage worth of kids. At least.
Oh my God.
That he looks like the sort of guy that keeps his pens and pencils on the flaps of his underboobs.
Things I have shoved up my ass.
My God.
So,
Anyways,
we're gonna leave it up here.
I think that's a good place to end it off, people.
I've got one final joke for you. One final terrible joke
Nice.
to end it off on.
Go for it.
Does Disney own the rights to the TurtleMelon sex tape?
Yes.
Yeah, because I heard they bought Luke Ass Film.
Ooh. Oh my God. That is a stretch. And so was the film. My God.
Okay, you ghosty motherfucker. Okay, end it. I can't. I need to go cry.
Oh my God. Anyways, see you next time for the Turtle Talk. Later, peeps.